So I'm finally going to be talking about this because I've been putting it off way too long and keep on telling myself, hey, I'm going to be going over this sooner or later. But no, this is the time for it. I've finally put my time aside. The other videos can wait. I finally want to talk about this because this is one of my favorite anime ever. Well, in terms of like, well, yeah, entertainment wise and everything like that. I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, narratives. But even then, it's actually pretty great. Yu Yu Hakusho has an OVA coming soon this year, 2018, and so happy for it because this has been happening. This has been in the works for a while now. They announced this at Jump Festa 2018. But the thing is, right now that they actually finally released what it's going to be about, like the plot and everything like that, and it's actually going to be this. Well, it's not a one shot because it's two shots technically. You're going to have this. It's going to be the story of where Kurama and Hiei first meet. And there's going to be a second one where it's going to be the main characters reuniting to solve a hostage crisis in the spear world. So it's crazy. We're going to get the whole gang all back together in a new whole, like, it's basically in a new episode, if anything. It's just that's what's going to be happening. And it's insane because I don't. Oh my god! It's been so long. Like, cause okay, here's one thing. Originally, I believe that the era of the whole '90s-esque anime hasn't been. It hasn't been recreated. And there's like animes have adapted into this whole. I'm not exactly sure on what to call it exactly, but character designs look a lot like stuff you would see in like animes, like seasonal anime that come and go and all that stuff. This stuff, like, aside from franchises that are definitively about what they're about, obviously, like, for example, Dragon Ball stays in the Dragon Ball style, JoJo stays in the JoJo style, you have Berserk in the Berserk style. It's all stuff like that. But for some reason, a lot of anime hold this same style that's been going around forever, for like the past couple of years or so. It's honestly been past decade. But originally, I felt like the 90s anime era has been over because you know, like, a certain thing was like 90s anime when it comes to the eyes. That's exactly how you can indicate it, honestly, because a lot of 90s anime shared the style of eyes and how they're done. You can compare like Sailor Moon characters. There's certain Cowboy Bebop characters. There's Yu Yu Hakusho. Like for example, you can have like it's eyes like Kurama and Yusuke, for example. And you would see that that's like the whole trademark of the 90s-esque anime and all that. Along with that, you have great world building, like environments and all that. And that was a thing. But now they're bringing it back. Like they're not adapting this over and just like turning this to something else. Because from what I'm seeing in this picture with Hiei and Kurama, it's new, but the style is still kept the same. And I love that because they're able to stay true to canon. And also, while this is, I believe that the 90s thing was like a thing lost to time, you also have stuff like Hunter x Hunter 2011, which kept it. And they still had the same eyes that you would see there. Except that Hunter x Hunter was held a little bit different because like it's not directly the same eyes because, in Kurapika, you can notice in Kurapika, the eyes are the same, but when it comes to like Gon, it's a little bit, it's made different. But yeah, it's so crazy to see this happening because I'm just astounded like on how exactly it's going to be done, like how are the powers going to look like when we see this now adapted. It's because animation's a lot different now. Like we have access to so much stuff now, and it's going to be crazy to see this. Like for example, we could see Hiei using his spirit energy and all that, and like how it's going to be. You're going to see possibly the dark. It's going to be like the whole dark energy and all that. It's I'm not exactly sure on what to call it specifically because it's not all dark fire and it's not like his black dragon and all that, but it's going to be something around there. Like I wonder exactly how they're going to approach the aura and all that. Kurama's animations, I always loved the use of his rose whip, and I wonder exactly how they're going to adapt the petals into this because they can make them even more fluid and like all this, like make it so great for the eyes and all this type of stuff. But it's gonna be so crazy to see it, honestly. I have like so much. I legitimately got overwhelmed when I first heard about it, and I'm so happy to see this finally come back because who knows? Honestly, I don't think that the OVA will lead up to, hey, we get another Yu Yu Hakusho adaptation, because Togashi is a very, very busy man with hiatus. He's doing a lot what he can, and along with like the hiatus, you already know what's already happening with Togashi. And I can't see Yu Yu Hakusho being written without him. It'd be insane. Maybe him backing it, but I don't know. I don't think Togashi would be that type of person to just have other people do everything for him, because he's been about that the whole time. Like, he's just like, I'm my own person and all that. And I definitely respect him for it, but it's just like we're not going to be seeing any future adaptations because of this. I guess there's the mobile game that's came out already, and not exactly sure on what else that Yu Yu Hakusho has a future for, but I definitely miss it. It ended off on a good note, not the Three Kings arc specifically, because Three Kings arc was kind of like it's kind of sloppy in comparison to. I'm not gonna say sloppy. It was just not as well as constructed as the other arcs involved, and plus, like, Togashi's had like amazing arcs, and it's just like it's kind of hard to keep it up to them and all that, because he's trying to finish off an anime or to finish off a manga. It doesn't really matter, I guess. To finish something off like that you've been running with the whole time, and it's been like fire altogether. It's just kind of hard to just like stop it off. But yeah, I can fully understand that. It's just fully ending my thought. Don't really think that there's gonna be anything after this, personally, because I don't want to get my hopes up. In the back of my head, I'm keeping my hopes up. I really do want more of this. I'm hyped as hell. I definitely want to see more anime getting OVA type stuff like this, because I would love to see old anime. For example, certain anime that I looked up to back when I was younger, I don't think they can get an adaptation because of how they ended. Some of them are just incapable. I don't think, like, for example, I don't think we can get a Cowboy Bebop one unless it's like a prequel type deal. It's maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I'm very hyped for this. If you guys love Yu Yu Hakusho or Hunter, Togashi's works in general, be sure to comment that, because I do want to talk more about Hunter. But I'm not sure if people want me to talk about Yu Yu Hakusho. It's a very niche thing nowadays. Like, it's not as much talked about as it used to be, obviously, because it's not airing, like, nowhere near. It's been 20 years, so it's crazy. But if people are about it, I will be sure to make Yu Yu Hakusho content, but like, I just have to make sure the support is there to begin with, because personally I have too much on my plate already. So yeah, but thank you guys so much for watching. I'm finishing it off because I honestly don't have any more thoughts about this. I've really talked about anything I want, like all the things I wanted to, animation, feature parts and all that. I really have everything I've got through. So yeah, if you guys have anything else you want to talk about, you can put that in the comments. Any other thoughts you guys have in the comments. You guys can follow my media in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So until then, peace out, love the Yu Yu Hakusho, and Godspeed.